What's going on YouTube? This is 3zinferno. So happy New Year to you guys. Thanks for watching my videos every day, all the time. Just keep me informed of what you guys want to hear, what you guys want me to talk about, etc., etc. So first, a few shout outs. Tomorrow is at BAM's. There is a $20 tour guide tournament. $20 entry gets you 3 turbo packs and pizza, drinks, everything. So BAM's Collectibles in Hayward, that's a tour guide tournament tomorrow, $20 entry, 3 turbo packs, and pizza and soda and I think some candy or cookies or something like that. So yeah, feel free to stop open at 10 o'clock and registration ends at 12. And also we have another shout out for Sharks Gaming. Koi's hosting again this it's on Saturday, the 7th, I believe, whatever day Saturday is, so the weekend after this weekend. It's Saturday at the San Jose Convention Center, and it is a regional event, so please show up. You'll see me there. I'll be there at BAM's tomorrow and at the regionals the following week. Alright, so shout out to BAM's and Koi's Shark Gaming events. Alright, now the topic today: how to become a better player. Now, people have been asking me, how do you get better at this game? It's sort of interesting to me because, it's sort of hard when to get better when you sort of play with people on your level. What I mean by that is, if your local is full of kids, or people that don't play really well, it's sort of hard to get better because you sort of play down to a level. See, what I mean by that is, if you keep playing people who don't play the game well, then you'll misplay just like them. But you don't realize you're misplaying because you win anyway. So you're like, oh, whatever, it's okay. It doesn't matter if I don't play that well. I still win. So the first step to get better is to go to a better local. Okay. If you go to a bad local, you just won't get any better. Or even if you're good and you go to a bad local, you'll just get worse. Or you won't. Because first, when you play at bad locals, you play different kinds of decks than you would play at a regular local or a good local. For example, if I went to a local that only played burn and things like gadgets and cheap decks, I'd have my deck sort of built differently. But if you play at a good local with people who have decks like plants, rabbit, agents, then your deck is more for the meta, so that when come regionals time, you're more prepared. Okay, you're not just gonna build your deck playing burn and all those random not so good decks. Okay, you want to be playing against tier 1 decks all the time, so that your deck's always prepared for that kind of deck. So that's my first thing. Go to a good local. Okay. Secondly, practice with good people. It might be hard to do if you're not at a good local, that's why it's my first point. If you're at a bad local or you're at a place where people just don't play well, it's hard for them to know what the best play is. But if you play with good people, for fun, not even for at the tournament, you just play them for fun, they might teach you oh, this is a good play, or they might teach you plays that you've never heard of before. Okay, so that's really important, to play with people who are better than you. Okay, not just in a tournament, but for fun as well. They can coach you, they can teach you better plays, they can even tell you how to change your deck if need be. So that's really important to me. And third, you just have to play a lot. Not necessarily every day, but when you play, you really have to play, take it seriously. And again, it always comes back to who you're playing with. Okay, the level that the people are that you play with is really important. It's just, that's how you get better at most things. You don't get better just doing whatever and running into dumb luck. You really need to play with people who are good, even better than you, and that's how you improve. So really take the time to think about your locals. I mean, if profiting is your goal, sure, you can go to places I'm not naming specific places, but places where you can profit and trade and plus and things like that. But even for me, that profiting is important to me. But I really want to be a better player, and so I go to a good locals. where meta is they play meta decks. They play them well, not just they don't just own the cards. They play it well, and it's good. So I practice, and when I go to future events like YCSs, I can play, you know, and be the best like player that I can be, because I've been practicing with good people. So again, just, you know, make sure your locals is competitive, and you're not like winning every week. Because if you're winning every week, it may not necessarily mean you're bad. It just means your competition is not up to par. And secondly, when you go to a better locals or a better store, you'll learn that maybe your plays aren't that good. But against like kids or, you know, players who aren't as skillful, they might be good plays because they don't know how to counter them. But if you go to a locals or a regionals, which is the next step, and you realize you're not winning, you might want to change to another store and try to get better that way. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know. My next video is probably going to be about plays. It's about, see, this game is about psychology, so I really want to talk about the psychology of this game. And I think that a lot of people have been requesting some kind of stuff, like they're asking me, oh, how do you trick people into doing this, or how, you know, just like random questions that ask me like, what would you do if? So I'm really going to break that down next video and talk to you guys more about the psychology of the game, because that is a major component of this game. Skill, psychology, like just messing with your opponent sometimes, and you know, that's really important. So thanks for watching, guys. 3zinferno signing out.